Greetings, I am Karma the Jedi, and this is a bedtime story for all the children of Earth. Written by Chara M. Curtis, entitled, All I See is a Part of Me. I am a part of all I see, and all I see is a part of me. I am my hands, I am my feet. I am the puppy across the street. I am the moon, I am the stars. I am even found in candy bars. I used to think that I was small, a little body, and that was all. But then one day I asked the sun, "Who are you?" He beamed, "We are one." "But Mr. Sun, how is this true? How can I be both me and you?" He smiled, "You might ask your sister star. She too is part of who you are." And so I waited till the night, when darkness let me see her light. "Sister star, how can it be that I am you and you are me?" She glowed, "You're larger than you know. You are every place there is to go. You have a body, this is true, but look at what's inside of you." I closed my eyes to see within. I saw a light, it made me grin. It reminded me of Sister Star. She said, "That light is who you are. Your body is just a little part of that light that shines within your heart. In all the world, in all of space, your light shines bright. It's every place. And when you join it dot to dot, you'll see that you is what you've got. All the plants, the animals and trees are in your light, and you're these. Look inside each one you meet and see your light. It's so complete. Inside, outside, below, above, see your light and feel its love. You're asking you when you ask me, so you know everything, don't you see?" I looked again at all my light and found that Sister Star was right. For every question there could be, the answer is inside of me. All I ever had to do was ask the part of me that knew. And then I said, "There's something more. Each question opens up a door, and every door that I walk through leads to a part of me that's new." Open your eyes, your dreams are real. Thank you so much, Sister Star. I love the part of me you are. I wondered as I climbed in bed, does all of me sleep when I rest my head? And then a voice, I guess was me, replied and spoke most lovingly, "When you sleep you are awake in every shining star." I snuggled with my teddy bear, and in his light I saw me there. You are me and I am you. You love me, I love you too. Open your eyes, your dreams are real. I closed my eyes and found my light dancing with moonbeams in the night. Open your eyes, your dreams are real. I said a prayer I know was heard, 'cause all that is hears every word. And I can see in all of me that there can be no end. Have a nice night, everyone. Good evening, and this is another installment of Children's Stories with Karma the Jedi.
Hooray.
I have a little friend here also. Thank you for being here.
Karma,
Yes?
we love you.
Oh, thank you so much. Our story begins by telling everyone that this is actually a book from Reading Rainbow by Andrea Patel, a book of hope for children on that day. in memory of those who lost their lives on September 11th, 2001. The world is blue, the world is green, the world is bright. The world is very big and really round and pretty peaceful. But one day, a terrible thing happened. The world, which had been blue and green and bright and very big and really round and pretty peaceful, got badly hurt. Many people were injured. Many other people died, and everyone was sad. Sometimes bad things happen in nature, things like tornadoes or earthquakes or fires. But sometimes bad things happen because people act in mean ways and hurt each other on purpose. That's what happened on that day, a day when it felt like the world broke. This is scary and hard to understand even for grown-ups. Is there anything we can do to make the world right again? Very good. Yes, whether you're 3 years old, or 13 years old, or 30 years old, or 103 years old, you can help. You can help by sharing. You can help by playing and laughing. You can help by taking good care of the earth. You can help by being kind to people. And when bad things happen, only a small piece of the world breaks, not the whole world. Goodness is in the world, and it's stronger than badness. There will always be good things in the world. You are one of those good things.
Have a nice night, everyone.
Have a nice night, everyone.
Good night. Good night, John Boy. Greetings. I'm Karma of the Jedi.
And this is our friend Max. Today we're reading for a wintry bedtime story, Alistair and the Alien Invasion, by Marilyn Sadler. Alistair Griddle was a most unusual boy. There was no one else quite like him. He was very well dressed. Every morning he pressed his shirt and his jacket, as well as his socks and his shoelaces. He was polite and well-mannered. He never left school without thanking Mr. Fudwickle for giving him homework. He was also a boy genius. He read his first set of encyclopedias when he was 3 years old. He won his first annual Twickadilly science competition with his formula for invisibility at age 5. And by the time he was 8, he had already been to the moon and back in a spaceship he built in his basement. There was no question about it. Alistair was not an ordinary boy. Then one day, Mr. Fudwickle gave Alistair's whole class quite an interesting science project. I want you to bring in the most unusual plant you can find, he said. So Alistair did what any boy genius would do. He got into a spaceship and set out to find the most unusual plant in the universe. Alistair was rounding the turn at Venus, making very good time through the Milky Way, when he saw a spaceship filled with aliens heading towards Earth. He was just about to tell them one of their taillights was out. All of a sudden, they shot a large beam of light at the Earth. Alistair was a bit concerned, so he turned his ship around. When he got home, he was not surprised to find all the people of Twickadilly floating upside down in the sky. It was just as he suspected. Earth was being invaded by aliens. Alistair did not have time for an alien invasion. He was in the middle of a science project. But he knew that he could not let the aliens take over Earth, so he made himself invisible and went to spy on them. When Alistair found the aliens, they were beaming up plants of every kind into their spaceship. It was unlike any alien invasion Alistair had ever seen. Alistair was quite curious about the aliens, so he threw himself into a beam of light and went aboard one of the spaceships with a couple of petunias. Once on board, Alistair found the aliens studying all of the plants they had taken. He was very pleased to see they were organizing and naming them. The aliens were in the middle of studying some crabgrass when all of a sudden Alistair's formula for invisibility wore off, and Alistair became visible again. The aliens thought Alistair was the most unusual earthling they had ever seen. He was far more interesting than plant life. The aliens wanted to know everything about Alistair, so they invited themselves to his house. On the way home, Alistair spotted a few of his classmates. He could see they had already found their plants. When Alistair got home, he introduced the aliens to his parents. The aliens asked Alistair's parents many questions about Alistair. The more the aliens learned about Alistair, the more they wanted to know. They were delighted when they discovered that the Griddle family photo album, every time they came to a picture of Alistair, they asked if they could keep it. The aliens spent most of that day and evening in Alistair's room. They fed his octopus. They licked stamps for a stamp collection. They even tried a few of his chemistry experiments. Soon it was late, and Alistair was tired. He hoped the aliens would leave, but the aliens did not want to leave. They wanted to sleep in Alistair's bed. The next morning, Alistair got up quietly. He wanted to leave for outer space to search for his plant without the aliens, but the aliens heard his steam iron and woke up. The aliens had other plans that morning. They wanted to see Alistair's school, but the school was closed. The aliens were very disappointed. They had wanted more than anything to go through Alistair's desk. As they returned to their spaceship, the phone rang. The aliens were sorry they hadn't turned on their answering machine. It was their leader calling. He was wondering what was taking them so long on Earth. They were supposed to be on Gotula by now. The aliens did not want to go to Gotula. They were having too much fun with Alistair. But they could not be impolite to their leader, so it was agreed they must move on. Before the aliens left, Alistair asked them to bring everyone down from the sky. "Science project's due today," Mr. Fudwinkle said as he touched the ground. Alistair did not know what to do. He had not even begun to look for his plant. It was going to be the first time in his life he was late with his homework. Then, to Alistair's surprise, the aliens gave him a present. "We found it on the planet Balulu," they said. "It's a cadoodle, the most unusual plant in the universe." Alistair was very happy. He had not realized how well-mannered the aliens were. When it was time for the aliens to leave, they hugged Alistair goodbye. Alistair could hear them crying inside their spacesuits. Then the aliens left Earth. It was a great day for everyone in Twickadilly. Alistair finished his science project on time. Mr. Fudwinkle loved the cadoodle from Balulu, and Earth had been saved from an alien invasion. No one was surprised, however, that Alistair had saved Earth. After all, he was a most unusual boy. There was certainly no one else quite like him in the entire universe.
Wait. Birthday.
And last page.
Mommy? These guys are like Alexa. Are we done now?
Yes. Stay warm, everyone. Have a nice night.